Hello everyone, my name is Longley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the top 5 reasons why you should invest in property in 2022. Especially we are going to look at some of the data in Phoenix market, Arizona to see why Phoenix is the best market to invest right now. All right, so let's take a look at what we have. Hello everyone again. Today we are going to talk about the top 5 reasons why we should invest in long-term investment property, meaning that you're gonna buy it and you're gonna rent it out, right? Rental properties, right? So here's the background story. The reason why Phoenix is a good market right now is that you have a great appreciation in Phoenix market right now. So let's assume you bought a house back in last year, right? The market already increased about 30%. 28 to 30% appreciation year over year. So what that means in number, right? If you buy a home about $400,000 in Phoenix market, right? Your house could have been valued about 520 already in today, right? And it's gonna be expecting to even gonna go higher than 520. So a lot of appreciation built up for you to do a lot of things, right? Because if you are an investor, later on, I'm gonna talk about how you're gonna use that increase in the home value to be able to make some investment yourself. Okay, so that's actually the background information number one, right? So why Phoenix market is great. The other thing is that, of course, when you do an investment property, especially rental investment property, you have to looking at the rent rate, right? The rent rate is actually top 5 reasons. Let's just jump right in. The rent is going even higher and higher right now. Okay, the rent is extremely high right now in Phoenix market, and it's actually increased about for a three bedrooms in the entire Phoenix market is already increased about 20%. 20% year over year is a great number. Okay, now what does that mean? Again, I just want to do a quick calculation for you. If you rent a house about 2,000 in last year, right? Last year. Now this year, when the lease expires, you can basically increase 20,000. That equivalent of $400. Equivalent of $400. Okay, that means you have extra cash to save up and to do another investment property. So that's a lot of money. Okay, that's a lot of money. People asking why. Right? Why? It's mainly because there's a lot of people migrating to Phoenix right now. Okay, the population of the Phoenix has been increased about 1.6, 1.5% every year for the last 3 years. Okay, so that is the number one reason why the rent price go up, because hey, if people come here and if they're not familiar with the area, they want to check it out, right? The only option that they go with is rent, right? They're gonna rent the house, an apartment, and things like that. So that is also leading to the number 2 reason why you should invest in Phoenix right now is the vacancy rate. Okay, extremely low right now, only about 3%. Extremely low right now, only about 3%. I'm gonna repeat that, only 3%. That means 100 homes. All right, at any moment, if you have 100 homes on the market, there's only 3 homes that do not have a tenant. Okay, with that the case, when 97 tenants they expires lease at the same time, right? That all 97 expires lease at the same time, which is really rare. I know it's not going to be happening, right? Expire at the same time, then they have 2 options. One, they find another one, they find another property. 2, they have to stay, right? And then they have to accept the high price, increase rental price. Okay, with only 3 available, with only 3 property available for them to move from 97 to 3, right? So it's basically do not have a lot of room for them to move around, and most likely they're going to stick with the property and accept the increase of the price, because they have to be paying about the same anyway if they go to a different place, and they may not even find a property to rent. Okay, so that's number 2 that I want to share with you. Number 3 is that low mortgage rate. And now I totally hear you that right now the mortgage rate starting to get higher. And then on top of that, the investor who have the investment loan gonna have to pay a little bit higher interest rate than regular people who buy a house for primary home, about 1%, right? Totally get that, okay? But it's gonna get even higher. It's gonna go and get even higher, right? So by the end of this year, the Fed expect to increase the interest rate 4 more times, okay? 4 more times. So that's a lot to trade. So if you don't buy right now, okay, you're gonna be and why interest rate low is good. First of all, it's giving you, the investor, more buying power, right? Because you are not obligated to pay so much monthly mortgage. Okay, monthly mortgage is considered one of the highest expense for real estate investing. Okay, so the lower you get that, the lower that amount, the better. Okay, so if it is higher interest rate, then you don't have much buying power anymore. Okay, and when you stick with that, when you stick with one interest rate, you can basically stick with that for 15, 30 years, whatever you choose with, right? So 15, 30 years, right? So going right now is the best because the interest rate is still super low. Okay. The next one is okay. I think I missed. Okay. I think okay. The next one is actually more and more convenient service. Okay. What do I mean by that? Okay. Let me see. The reason why I say that is that nowadays a lot of people, a lot of big company, they have a lot of good technology for property management. Okay. Some company even offer a flat fee for only a very small portion of the amount, 139, for example. That is the company that I use myself as well. If you want to know more information about that, only $139 a month flat fee, regardless of the rent. Okay, regardless of the rent, you only be charged 139, which is a great deal, right? And then they warranty everything. They scan the tenants and things like that, and then they fighting the tenants for you as well without any additional fee. But long story short, there's a lot of convenient service that at a very low price to help you out, right? And as a real estate agent myself and investor myself, I even use those services because it's make my life much easier, and it's gonna make your life easier as well. So more and more companies doing that nowadays with a lot of technology, so you don't even have to worry about anything like midnight call, and you have to fix their leaking at the in the weekend and things like that, because the property management company gonna take care of everything. Okay, so that is a good thing, especially in Phoenix market right here. They know, the property management companies know it is a hot market in here, so they invest a lot of capital. They try to do a lot of advertising in here to find your tenants and to get your business. Okay, so more and more service right here, which make your life much more easier. That's number 4. Number 5 is fighting inflation. Okay, inflation gonna keep going up for in 2022, and it's expecting to be around 3%. Okay, expecting to be about 3%. However, though, the home price is also expecting to get even higher. Okay, so let's assume about 25%. Okay, because right now it's already 30%. It's not going to be as hot as 2021. Therefore, it's going to be 25%. Let's say about that. So come back to the original example that I have for you. You bought a home last year, 400,000. This year, you get the home price is going to be 520. Next year is another 100K, 620, right? 25% increase is a lot, right? 25% increase is a lot. While inflation is high as well, but it's not as high as the appreciation of the home value. Right? So instead of putting your money into the bank, which could lose the value because of inflation, you put into the property. Okay, you put into the property, and you get a higher price. Okay, so that is a very, very good reason. That's very good 5 reasons that that you should consider, because that is again the one of the reason why you should act fast. fast is the interest rate. Okay, the interest rate is not going to wait for you when it go up, and the inflation rate as well. If it go up, your money basically lose a lot of power. Okay, so again, if you do have any question regarding to rental property, and if you want to ask any information about investment property, please feel free to give me a call. My number 602-515-2442. Thank you. Bye bye.